have GM Andrew Hung with us. Andrew, congratulations on your Scholar Chess Player of the Year award, the premier award any scholastic chess player in the US can ever receive, recognizing not only excellence in chess, but also in academics, leadership, and community impact. How do you feel?
Well, first of all, I'm very grateful, very blessed. I feel honored to receive this award because obviously there are probably hundreds of qualified candidates. So yeah, it's just been a blessing to receive this award.
Great, great. So you achieved the prestigious GM title in 2021, actually during the COVID pandemic, while most chess players were not being able to play tournaments at all. So can you share your journey and how were you able to actually keep playing these high-level tournaments?
I think during the pandemic, I feel like I was pretty similar with everyone else. I mean, I was feeling a little bit out of it, but one thing the pandemic did was like obviously I had a little bit more time. So I mean, I couldn't see like too far in the future because at that time you didn't know what was going to happen. So I sort of just kept like working a little bit every day, and yeah, and I think when tournaments started to come back again, it sort of paid off. So yeah.
Yeah, so like most of us, you're probably taking advantage of like the online school, right? So it's
Yeah,
easier,
exactly.
take more time on chess.
Yeah, it was a bit easier, so I had a bit more
Hmm.
time to spend. Yeah, and I was just like working a little bit, small improvements, and just so that it could pay off when like tournaments come back.
Yeah, good to know, good to know. Okay, so it took you 2 years to go from FM to IM, and also 2 years to go from IM to GM. So it doesn't seem like these titles were that hard for you as they like happened at the same time, right? So was there any particular moment or any tournament that you felt frustrated or challenged?
um, I let's still say there were challenges for me. Although I guess yeah, you can say I completed in a sort of short time. But yeah, I was always challenged. And I remember, I think when I was in IM, I was a bit frustrated during that time because like I sort of knew how talented I was, and I felt like I had the potential to be like a lot stronger. But like obviously my rating didn't reflect what I thought I could be. So yeah, I was just frustrated and challenged obviously during this time. But I mean, it's nothing you can do. You just gotta keep working and see what happens. Like there's nothing really else to it.
Yeah, that's a good message. So was there any game or two that you particularly liked?
Okay, I had a game, I think like a Brilliant against Jason Wang, but I think my favorite games are probably from because for in all I think all three of the norms which I achieved, I need to win on demand the last round with Black. So those three games are probably my favorite to achieve the GM title because I think it kind of shows my resiliency and like willingness to fight and like not back down in the face of challenges.
Yeah, so like when the pressure's on, you're able to perform. Like that's the best
Yeah,
feeling, right? So
exactly.
yeah. So now let's talk about your overall chess journey. So I know it's two interesting things, right? You started playing chess in July 2012, and you managed to achieve a 1600 rating in the first month. So for most beginners, like that's pretty amazing. So could you share how you started? Like, did you start elsewhere?
Yeah, I learned from this like local chess club, I guess in China, and yeah, it was like first time I saw the game was like when my brother brought home like those sheet of like six tactics, those positions. I saw the game and I don't know, it just sort of clicked for me and I sort of got interested right away. And like soon I began attending that same club. And I have to like give a big shout out to the instructor there because he like built like a very solid foundation and yeah, I pretty much after learning there, I soon like came to the U.S. and I don't know, I just played my first tournament and I got a rating of 1600, so which yeah, I guess it's pretty incredible. But yeah, I guess can attribute that to my instructor who like taught me really well.
Nice, nice. So like kind of tying back to this. So for players at your caliber, usually there's like hundreds of tournaments up there in their like US chess history. But like at yours, I was only surprised to find that you played less than like 150 tournaments from 2012. Like, was this by design or like, for example, did you like take your time between tournaments and improve or like, yeah, well, why did you do this?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's like two schools of improvement. Like, um, some people like spam tournaments and play a lot, like using
Mhm.
tournament experience to learn and get better. But or it can be like sort of like me where you play a lot less. But if I think it was by design. I think between tournaments I analyzed games and like worked on stuff, and I think the goal was to play maybe about like one tournament per month ideally. Although that sometimes never happened because like school sometimes, and also uh especially when I was very young, like I was a bit scared actually, like when when I was young and I'm playing, wasn't confident all the time, so like sometimes you might,
Mhm.
so it wasn't sort of in my style to like play lots of tournaments. I usually like to feel a bit more prepared and confident before I like enter tournaments. But like nowadays, it's obviously I'm a lot more experienced, so confidence isn't an issue anymore.
Yeah. So like, if you're your younger self, right? Would you tell yourself to play more tournaments, or just like you're happy with where you are?
Um, I'm happy with how it panned out, but I think it would be interesting to see how playing a lot of tournaments would turn out. I think maybe like one of the most prominent examples I know of was like when I was playing Grandmaster Hans Niemann was playing here too, and I think he was famous for playing lots and lots of tournaments, and that's how he learned. So I think it'd be an interesting experiment to see how it would be if I had played lots of tournaments. But overall I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So,
Yeah, definitely. So moving on to like to the more general questions, which part of chess do you like the most?
I think um generally I just like the ability to create and like creativity and imagination. So which is why I like, for instance, I like composed studies a lot because there's so much beauty in them, and you get to think outside of the box and create something that some positions that generally wouldn't happen in regular chess. So yeah, it's just the imagination, creativity.
Yeah, I'm sure many people can relate to that. So the other side, like, is there anything you dislike? Anything at all?
I like the game, but I will say somehow even for me, sometimes it gets a little boring. Like it gets a little monotonous, and especially with like advent of like computers technology and like these super strong engines. I'm a little bit I sort of dislike tons of opening preparation. Like I feel like it sort of takes the fun and beauty out of the game. But I mean, it's a sort of it's necessary with it's necessary to have good opening preparation with how computers have developed. So you just gotta go with it. But yeah, preferably I would maybe have loved to play like a couple of decades ago when there's like more room for creativity. But
Yeah, I have to agree with that too. The opening reciting is just not my thing. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Um, so which chess players do you admire the most, and like why do you like them?
I think my all along my biggest inspiration was 13th world champion Grandmaster Garry Kasparov, because I feel like always admired his like energetic attacking, very aggressive style. He likes to take initiative a lot, and like I think as a kid I always modeled my game after him, and um being not being afraid to give up material and sacrifice and play yeah, energetically. And he just had this like passion for the game feel, and that really meant a lot to me. And like on another note, although I also like Grandmaster Sasha Grischuk because um he has a lot of humor. If you've ever watched some of his interviews,
Yeah.
the man is quite intelligent, humorous. So I like that about him.
Right. Okay, so now moving on to your life outside of chess. Um, so we mentioned at the beginning you're a chess scholar. You won the award. Would you mind sharing like any of the academic like school success you're most proud of, or like any positive community impact you have with like maybe using chess?
Um, Academically, I mean, uh, it's mostly about like I've been taking quite a few like AP courses and then taking AP exams and such, and I think I've done like I think I've done like I think wait okay I just blanked out for a second. But yeah, the AMC I think I did the Chem Olympiad and a few other things I'm not really remembering, but yeah. Oh wait, I also did like some history thing. NHD, I think, yeah. And for community impact in chess, so we run our chess club. We run tournaments for our members, but also generally, we've also expanded a little bit to provide tournaments for the local community as well, and like to fund prizes for these tournaments. We've like hosted fundraisers at our school to generate funds, and we've also had I think lectures and teaching uh, times, mostly for the chess club, like the members at our school. But in the past few months, we've like expanded more towards the local community, and I think our high school's also been trying to uh, reach out and connect to like other high schools in the area to like um, widen the scope of impact. And also, I think I participate in like chess for unity a bit, which is like our team basically provides um, like teaching resources as well as like hosting events and tournaments for younger players as well.
Yeah, that's definitely very helpful for the community. But you mentioned like so many things. How do you balance your like your grandmaster? How do you balance your chess training with like all your commitments? Like, what does your typical day look like?
To be honest, like junior year, it's extremely busy. I would say like definitely I've maybe slacked a bit in terms of chess training. Like not perfect. Definitely if I had been like ideal, I would have liked to train a bit more. But um, I mean, you just do the best you can. Like, you can't ask for everything. You just gotta prioritize things, and like sometimes when you can do a little bit, maybe you just do like 30 minutes for a day or something. But yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's a tough challenge, but you just gotta do the best you can. As a typical day, I mean, I think I go to school and then like I have like a lot of homework and I try like to finish that. And then maybe sometimes I might have like an hour for chess, um, but also like I like to play a lot of sports, so time is extremely limited. So uh,
Yeah,
any
would you mind sharing like what sports you play?
yeah I this year like in the spring I did track and field, but I think next year in the winter I can probably play basketball. So
Right, that's
yeah.
nice. Yeah.
And for as for any tips I would share, I think I'll think about this for a bit. Um, yeah, I think just like prioritize things. Like, um, sometimes you might have to like finish assignment. Um, that's like worth a lot of points. So you just gotta do that, like sacrifice a bit and just do like a little bit of work here and there when you can, but and just do the best with what you have. Try to make the best out of everything.
Mhm. Right, that seems like a very good mindset. So, okay, moving on. How does what you learn from chess apply to your life outside of chess? Like, is there any specific lessons?
Huh. Okay, I like how the game is sort of like a metaphor for life. You know how say you're a pawn, right?
Yep.
When you reach the end of the board or the last rank or something, you get to choose whatever piece you want to be. So I think I like how it's like a metaphor for life. Like, it doesn't matter where you sort of like where you start off. You can start off as a pawn. That's like, but it's like your life. You can do your best and work hard to advance and become what you want to be.
Yeah, that's very, very deep and motivating. So looking into the future, you're a GM now, right? So what's your next goal? You're trying to become a super GM? Like, what's your goal?
My goal, I don't have any like, I guess quantifiable goals. I guess maybe I should, but it's sort of just about getting better. I still think I have a lot of room to improve, and like I still feel like probably underrated, but I still gotta like work a lot. Let me think. Maybe let's set the next goal like 2,600 FIDE. We'll try doing small steps. See where it goes.
Right. Nice, nice. So 10 years from now, how do you see yourself?
I think I wanna still pursue another career as well. So like I don't know what I want to be in the future. Maybe like, for instance, let's say like a data scientist, but I also want to be like a top player too. No, so I'm gonna try to pursue both, but whether that's possible or feasible remains to be seen. So, but the goal is to try to do both, academically and in terms of chess.
Nice, nice. So one final question. For a 6-year-old out there who would like to replicate your success, like what suggestions would you give him or her on their chess career, like in general or specific?
I think my advice would just be take it one step at a time. As long as you have an interest, passion for the game, just keep pursuing it. Like you don't really need to have any goals like I need to be like this rating by what age or something. Everyone has their own path. Everyone like learns things at their own pace. So I think as long as you keep working, it's not really about how fast you get there. Just as long as you know keep going forward. That's what's most important.
Okay. All right. That's rounds it up. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for your time.
Yep, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.